Hey YouTube, this is Gracie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this adorable fall card that was actually inspired by my little baby nephew. My brother and his wife decorated the nursery with little foxes and little woodland animals, and ever since I've connected my little baby nephew with cute little foxes. So that's my inspiration behind today's card. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit about this card, some details, and then I'll show you all the products that I used in making it. So I started off with the navy blue background and did little gold stars just to add a little touch of character. And then I've done some gold cardstock along with some kind of cardboard or brown cardstock. And then I did a little tree in the corner with some orange paper flowers, which were actually... Once I knew I wanted to use this stamp set from Fawn and I wanted to use the fox, these paper flowers were the next part of the inspiration. I knew I wanted to use those for sure. The next thing I did was I put in some little clouds and a little word bubble that just has a cute little heart in it. On the inside, I did the sentiment, "I love fall," with some really cool glitter ribbon. And then on the back side, I did my typical G stamp with a little acorn in the corner. So let me go ahead and show you the products that I used. Like I said, I used this stamp set from Fawn. It's called Into the Woods, and I used the fox, the clouds, the little word bubble, the sentiment, "I love fall," the acorn, the tree, and what else did I use? That's about it. I really love this stamp set, and Fawn is actually my favorite stamp company just because their stuff is so flippin' cute. It's adorable, and you can use it for so many different style cards. So let me go ahead and show you the next thing I used. The die cuts for the little, I guess, banner or something, whatever you want to call that, is this one here, and this is from XCut, lifetime guarantee. And I used these two sizes right here, so the second biggest and then the third biggest, I guess you could say. I also used an embossing folder on the navy blue, and this is the one I used from Sizzix, Holtz alterations, and it's just a bunch of stars. I thought it was super cute, very fall, kind of like you're camping in the woods look. And then some of the other products that I used, I colored in the fox with these Copic pens. I used let's see, Y13, Y38, and YR68. So this is a honey, a lemon yellow, and an orange, and I just layered those together and did a little bit of shadow outline as well. Now for the tree stamp here, I did the Distress Oxide Vintage Photo from Ranger Holtz. And then I also used a little bit of actual paint to color in these stars. And it's Martha Stewart Crafts, and this is the multi-surface metallic acrylic paint, or craft paint. And this is just in brushed bronze actually, but it turns out kind of gold, so it's awesome. I love this paint. Let's see, what else did I use? I used my pop dots or 3D square adhesives and some glue dots. And now let me go ahead and show you how I actually created the card. So to start off, oh, I actually forgot to tell you about the colors that I used for the clouds. So I used both Stampin' Up ink pads, Going Gray and Blue Bayou. So that's the Blue Bayou and this is the Going Gray. So let me go ahead and show you how I created the card. I started off with my brown card that is 5.5 by 4 inches, and then I cut my navy blue cardstock to that exact size. Then I ran that through the star embossing folder. We're gonna put that off to the side just to show you the next couple steps. I took some really cool metallic cardstock, which is just really thick, awesome cardstock. And I ran that through the die cut to get that banner shape. And then I did the same thing with the brown, and I've already stamped the tree on there with the Distress Oxide. So all we're gonna do first is glue these together. I'm using my Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue to do that. And you don't need a whole bunch, just kind of outline it. Just because you're gonna have a lot of other layers attached to that, so you wanna make sure that it's definitely glued down, at least in the corners. Another trick that I think I've said before, oops, some of that kind of came out a little bit too much on that end. Some trick that I've showed you guys before is using a clear stamp block to make sure that it's stuck down and ready to go to the next step. Okay, so that adds the even pressure, makes sure all the glue is put down. The next thing to do is cut out your fox and color it in. Like I said, I use the Copic markers to color in the fox. So we're going to just glue this down right in the center. Feel free to pop dot this guy if you want. I just wanted a bunch of the other layers to be pop dotted, so I thought I would just glue down the fox. Okay, and we're just going to put him right in the center, right about there. The next phase is to put down your little word bubble. I did this in Memento Tuxedo Black, just a real simple color. I wanted it to keep it a little bit on the simpler side. And we're just going to put that up in the right hand corner. And I pop dotted that, by the way. The next thing to do is put down your paper flowers. So I'm just going to be accenting it up on this upper corner just so I can cover up the fact that the tree doesn't go all the way to the top. And we're going to be using our glue dots to put those down just because it makes it a little bit easier. And these glue dots come in sheets, so we're going to tear off what we need as we go. That's what's so nice about these glue dots, is you just tear off what you need and you don't have to have like a whole long paper attached to it. Okay. And these paper flowers, I'm not sure what company they're from or anything. They were just kind of lying around in my craft room. I'm sure you can find something very close to these at Michael's. So that's mostly where we get all of our craft stuff. Okay, and now we're going to layer in a smaller flower inside the large one, just kind of finish it off. And I kind of liked this being at a slight, like, I don't know, it's not perfectly in the middle. I just thought that was really cute and adorable. And I think we're putting the gray cloud, which again, I just used that Stampin' Up! Going Gray color to stamp the cloud from the Lawn Fawn stamp collection. And now we're gonna just do the little glue dot in the corner of the cloud. Right, was it that corner? Nope, wrong corner. We're gonna put it in this corner here because, oh, stuck to my finger, because it's just gonna go off into no man's land there. There we go. The next thing is to put down another cute little paper flower. And stick it on there. And again, just kind of do it at an angle, whatever looks right to you. Okay, and we're gonna add one last paper flower on the bottom right-hand corner. Oop, this happened to me before. The paper just really likes to stick to these glue dots and not let it come off. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the corner, and now we're gonna add our last cloud. And again, just using one last glue dot for that. Oop, it's getting stuck to my fingers. Who knew glue dots can be so messy? All right. So again, we're just putting it in the corner of the cloud and then just tucking it in to the flower. Okay, so that is all of the layering for the front. The next thing I did was took my little background here, and now we're going to actually pot dot this whole section off of the card. So I'm using these large 3D foam square adhesives, and I'm just putting them in all the corners and not pressing too hard yet because you don't want to squish any of your flowers. Okay, and now we're just going to peel off all these backings. Oop. There we go. This always takes the longest. It's so tedious. Okay. I'm going to flip that over, place that in the center of your background. pushing down on all the 4 corners where you put those glue dots or 3D foam square adhesives. And now I am going to take a really thin paintbrush. Let's see if this one has, it's just a number 1 paintbrush. I don't know, it's very, very thin and very, very small. And I'm going to shake the bottle of the paint so that way it kind of comes up to the top here. Now I'm just going to dip that in and then paint whatever stars that I want to paint. Whatever looks good. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm literally just stroking the top of the star and I'm not getting too close to the background itself. Just the raised edges. Okay, dipping it again, and I think I'm gonna do this little itty bitty star over here. All right, and we gotta do some on the sides as well, just to finish it off. Is you want to make sure you do kind of uneven numbers, kind of in random places. You don't want it to be too organized. Okay, and I think we're going to do this one in here that's kind of tucked in. And just a couple more on the top. So just dipping it and just lightly brushing the top of the star. And don't worry if it does get out of the lines, it just makes it cuter. And I'm only doing the smaller stars just because I didn't want these stars to be like really prominent. So I just wanted it to kind of accent the background. And this doesn't take very long to dry, so you can just set that aside for like 2 to 3 minutes at the most, and it should be dry by then. Okay, the next thing I did, let's go ahead and put this back on the top, is I flipped that over and added more glue dots, or pop dots rather. And this is just because I thought it looked more like, I don't know, whimsical, more floaty, and just more cute. And since it's the stars I just did, I don't want to press on them. I'm going to hold it in my hand. That makes it a little bit easier. Okay. And let's see if I can get these pulled apart. There we go. And put that in the corner. And this last one in the corner. Okay, and then now we're going to peel those backings off as well. There's gotta be a better way to do this, but it's just gonna have to take some time. There we go. Now we're just going to put that onto our card. Very simple. Be extra careful when you do that because once these get stuck down, they're hard to remove and you don't want to tear too much of your paper. There you have it. There is your fall card. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more fall and other types of cards coming your way. I also have some exciting stuff happening in December, so stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button and the bell icon that lets you know when I've uploaded a new video. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye!